Hello everyone, in this lecture the topic, Audio-Lingual Method, is explained in detail with understandable examples. But before I start, if you are new to my channel, then please like and subscribe the channel. Let's start it. The Audio-Lingual Method is a language teaching method that emerged in the 1950s. It was widely used in the United States and other countries in the 1960s. Basically, the audio-lingual method is based on behaviorist theories of language acquisition and emphasizes the use of repetition, drills, and memorization to develop automaticity and accuracy in language production. It was designed to teach spoken language proficiency, particularly in a military context. Simply, you can say that it is a language teaching approach that emerged during the 1950s and 1960s. It emphasizes the importance of oral skill in language learning, focusing on repetition, mimicry, and memorization. Basically, there's some key points to understand this teaching approach. The first one is, focus on oral skills. This is one of the main focus of the audio-lingual method, that it emphasizes the development of listening and speaking skills over reading and writing skills. Simply, if someone asks you the question that what the main focus of audio-lingual is, so you should answer that main focus of this approach is the development of speaking skills. The next point is repetition and drills. This is the second and important point of this method, that it uses extensive repetition and drills to develop automaticity and accuracy in language production. In simple words, you can say that there is a lot of repetition in this method. Of the main focus of this method is the development of speaking skill, then there must focus on drilling and repetition. The next point is teacher-led instruction. The audio-lingual method relies on a teacher-led approach, where the teacher models correct language usage and provides immediate correction of errors. Simply, you can say, in the audio-lingual method, the teacher plays a central role in modeling correct language usage. Actually, the teacher demonstrates pronunciation, intonation, and language structures through audio recordings, live demonstrations, or written examples. Learners are expected to imitate the teacher's model closely to develop accurate pronunciation and fluency. Error avoidance. The audio-lingual method aims to avoid errors by providing clear, concise explanations of grammar rules and by providing ample opportunities for practice. Basically, the teacher provides immediate correction of errors during language practice activities. Errors are identified and corrected on the spot to prevent the reinforcement of incorrect language patterns. This immediate feedback helps learners recognize and correct their mistakes, leading to more accurate language production over time. As these are the main points of this approach, now let's learn its advantages of it. The first advantage is develops oral proficiency. This is the first advantage of this method, that it focuses heavily on oral skills such as speaking and listening. So, it helps the learners to develop fluency and confidence in communication. Through extensive oral practice, learners become comfortable using the target language in real-life situations, such as conversations and presentations. Improves pronunciation. This is the second point, that it gives emphasis on mimicry and repetition. So, it helps learners to improve their pronunciation and intonation. By closely imitating native speakers, learners develop accurate pronunciation and natural rhythm in the target language. So, this is also one of the main advantages of this approach. Immediate feedback. This is also one of the main advantages of this method, that it gives emphasis on clear explanations and practice. By this way it helps learners to avoid errors. Simply, the immediate correction of errors by the teacher helps learners identify and correct mistakes in real time. When a student commits mistake, then a teacher gives him immediate feedback, so it prevents the reinforcement of incorrect language usage. As these were some of the advantages of this approach. Now let's mention the disadvantages of this approach. The first disadvantage is limited focus. This is one of the disadvantages of audio-lingual method, that this method prioritizes mechanical practice of language patterns over meaningful communication. Resultantly, learners may become proficient in repeating set phrases and sentences but struggle to engage in authentic conversations or express their own ideas. Simply, you can say that the main focus is paid to only communication, so because of this other skills of a language do not get improved due to this limited focus. Lack of creativity. This is another disadvantage, that the audio-lingual method's heavy reliance on repetition and drills can lead to a lack of creativity and spontaneity in language production. Simply, you can say that this method does not produce creative students because its main focus is on drilling or practice and fixed activities. Limited real-world application. The audio-lingual method's focus on accuracy can limit learners' ability to use language in real-world situations. This is one of the problems, that this approach makes a student limited to certain sentences, phrases, or words. So, therefore often it fails in real-world application. So, these were the disadvantages of this approach. In conclusion, the audio-lingual method is a language teaching method that emphasizes the development of speaking skills through extensive repetition and drills. While it has advantages, such as its focus on speaking skills and error avoidance, it also has disadvantages, such as a limited focus on such skills, a lack of creativity, and limited real-world application. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture, but please don't forget like and subscription to the channel. Thank you.